What does that mean?
I don't think Steph is on the level of a LeBron James, of a Kevin Durant, of a Kawhi Leonard.
At number 4, I like the list. I like the reveal of the name, Steph Curry.
I don't want to talk about that. The closers for that organization has been Kevin Durant and obviously Klay Thompson. He's been the guy.
Even Andre Iguodala before Steph Curry.
Yeah, right? You know, Finals MVP once upon a time also.
As you are all aware, the Golden State Warriors have regained their dominance in the NBA, which is astonishing and unexpected to many because just over 2 years ago, this dynasty's team appeared exhausted and lifeless. Steph had only played 5 games in the 2020 season after Kevin Durant left, Klay Thompson was sidelined, and Jeremiah Green was wiped up. At that time, the NBA media pointed the finger at the Warriors and declared them to be done.
Is Golden State's dynasty done?
Yes, it is.
And the player on this awards team who deserves the most guilt was, in fact, Stephen Curry. Since the 2019 finals, his legacy has been attacked by a variety of groups, including the Cavaliers fans and Kevin Durant followers. Steph Curry once again proved everyone wrong, and I would say that his biggest critic in a stretch wasn't Jay Williams, Max Kellerman, or even Stephen A. Smith. It was the one and only LeBron fans, Lakers fans, and many other NBA fan groups who despise the Warriors and Steph Curry. For this reason, the 2022 championship is so sweet and rewarding. For the past 5 years, Kendrick Perkins, the king of the cold take, has built a profession by disparaging and demeaning Steph Curry.
Y'all gonna sit on First Take. You and Dominique Foxworth are going to sit on First Take and say that Steph Curry will not be in the conversation for a championship in the next 4 years.
Cold NBA takes, and it's an absolute masterpiece, and what makes it even funnier is that Kendrick Perkins picks 5 to 8 teams win the championship every single year. At first it was the Lakers hit the winning 70-plus games and freezing to the title, then around February it was Philadelphia with the quote-unquote next Shaq and Kobe duo and James Harden and Joel Embiid, then in May he had 2 picks epping the Bucks and Celtics, and in the playoffs he had Memphis beating the Warriors in 5 games. And then when it came to the NBA Finals, Boston versus Golden State, you can imagine once again Perkins he was wrong and picked Golden State to lose this series. And what makes it even better is going into Game 6 in Boston with Craig playing great. Perkins for this game predicted Steph to do absolutely nothing. That is why this championship for Steph is so viable, important, as full as impressive. He shut up guys like Kendrick Perkins. He signs all the doubters, and above all else his legacy is cemented as one of the best players in NBA history. If you want to say his top 10 on time and the upper echelon, you can definitely make that case and that argument. I'm not going to do it now, but I think it's all said and done. Steph Curry will be anonymous top 10 player in NBA history. And one more thing I don't talk about is having that 4th championship ring. Yes, 3 is great, 2 is amazing, and 1 is fantastic, but having 4 is simply different. And one player I see a lot of similarities in Stephen is indeed Kobe Bryant, not their overall game or career path, but the way they won their championships. Both these guys, for their first 3 rings they were vital and tackled pieces, but despite that they had 0 fouls, MVPs, and it wasn't until their 4th ring they finally got that trophy and that hardware. And for Kobe's 09 championship ring, that was vital and changed the conversation about him as an all-time player. The same thing for Steph and 2022 LeBron in 2020, as well as Jordan in 96. I'm not sure what it is about number 4, but having 4 rings is unique and elevates a different class of NBA greatness. As a staff, they won 3 championships in the beginning, took 2 years off, missed the playoffs both years, and then returned to win the title in 2022. No other dynasty before or even after them will achieve that incredible feat. Additionally, prime Steph Curry is extremely impressive. If you surround him with a capable team that has good or even average pieces, at the very least, they will make it to the finals and win the championship in at least 6 games. Finally, there is the Warriors 3.0, which wins Klay, Curry, Dreamline, and Poole. I believe this team could be even better next year because they actually faced a lot of hardship and complications in 2022. Steph Curry only played 64 games and Klay Thompson missed 80% of this season, and someone like Andrew Wiggins, his confidence in the finals went to another level in his defense rival prime Kawhi Leonard or Scottie Pippen. I think realistically this Golden State team, if healthy, could win 60 at 65 games next season with Wiggins' added confidence, a healthy staff, a healthy Klay, and a rejuvenated bench and confident Jordan Poole. And with Stephanie 3-4-1-3-5, his overall game showed no signs of slowing down, as his final series was best ever in his career, and with him being a fantastic four-spacer playmaker and his shooter in general, his overall game is an age very nicely going to his mid as was late 30s, and I think during that time period Golden State, if they are healthy, because Steele won maybe 2 more championships. And one more thing I do want to talk about is Steph Curry and his overall unselfishness, as back in 2021 Steph individually averaged 32 points per game. Look at his stats, they were phenomenal, and this year's overall stats, they went down, but the team got drastically better. There's not many players in NBA history who would take that dip in stats in order to win a championship. Whose death reminds me of in that respect is someone like Tim Duncan, who took numerous pay cuts and sacrificed the individual game for the benefit of the team. Steph Curry is rare in that regard in the modern era of Tim Duncan when it comes to selflessness. When comparing this Warriors championship team to those from 2015, 2017, and even 2018, when they were the weakest of all those championship squads, Steph Curry's offensive play improved from the first round to the second round, the conference finals, and the NBA finals. When it came to the NBA finals, he emptied the clip and went all out on the boss Celtics. I mean, watching this series, where the double team triple team played box in one, and still averaged 31, 6 and 5. A true masterclass, one of the greatest NBA series ever, one of the greatest players in NBA history, and with reference to NBA media in the days and weeks ahead, when it comes to content generating general discussions, I hope he receives respect and that his overall performance improves. As I previously stated, following the 2019 finals, the media emphasized that although Steph Curry was an elite player, he wasn't among the top 3. They cited Jay Williams, Carline Butler, Kendrick Perkins, Max Kellerman, and every pundit who claimed that Curry couldn't perform as the team's #1 option.